Hello, how are you doing, man? It's all right. What are you moving to the van for? Hey, baby, lock the door behind me. Lock the door behind me. Because, here, hold the cigarettes. Let me see your phone. Your phone's got a better camera on it. Oh, let me have a cigarette. Why do you need to see the child, ma'am?
Because we received the report.
Are
you recording this?
Yes,
live?
I am recording this,
Okay.
and this is live. This is going straight to YouTube right now.
And who are you, sir?
I'm a relative and family.
Okay, well, I can't speak with you in regards to the case.
Well, unless you have a warrant. See, this is private property. Unless you have a warrant, you can't come and see nobody. Do you have a reasonable suspicion that she's committed a crime?
Let me get the deputy, okay? There he is. Okay.
Hey, sir. How you doing?
Good, man.
How you doing, sir? How you
Good.
doing?
I'll shake hands.
Oh, okay. All right, that'll work. My name's Jacob. How you doing?
What's up, man? I'm good.
All right. She said she got a report on the phone. Right, about some kind of crap. The baby was born, what, 5 days ago? Literally the day the baby was born, y'all called her talking about, we got an allegation that she's sleeping out of the car and all this other stuff. I know, because her mom called her and told her this.
Does she have any issues with anybody? Because this report, I'm not going to lie.
She does have issues with several people.
Okay.
Bridget Walker and several other people.
Who's Bridget Walker?
Her ex-boyfriend that committed suicide, all right? They were together, and me and her were messing around when they were together, and he committed suicide about the same time they were messing around.
Okay.
She ended up pregnant, all right? So they think
with you guys,
me and her were messing
so
around.
Is this child yours?
We're assuming that it's mine. On the best
Okay.
bet, it's probably most definitely mine.
Okay.
All right, but the father killed himself. Now these people think they're just going to come in and get the baby taken away from her, and then be able to step in as grandparents or whatever and get something done.
It doesn't work.
All right, and that's exactly what it is, sweetheart. I can show you the Facebook messages and stuff from these people. Because I mean, this is crazy.
Let me explain to you.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Take a quick drag. Take a breath. She's been trying to tell you. She's been trying to tell you kind of what's going on.
All right.
And I know you're irritated, and I'm banging the hell out of your door.
Well,
I get it.
it's we haven't done anything wrong. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if we had done something wrong, I mean, you could see the baby, ma'am. I understand y'all want to make sure that the baby's fine. The baby came out 7 pounds 10 ounces. He's a healthy little thing.
Perfect.
All right, he's happy. He's taken care of. She's not sleeping out of a car with the baby, obviously.
Well, I can see that.
All right, you know what I'm saying? So all that crazy stuff, you know what I'm saying? That's BS. These people are trying to start problems with the girl.
Well, see, when she gets a report, say you didn't like somebody, right? You could call, if this is what's happening now, you could call the hotline and do this. Once she gets a call like that, the hotline's automatically going to send them out.
Yes.
So what she does, and this is the only thing that she does, is sometimes she deals with what she's explained to you. It's maybe possibly a false report.
The only thing we were having issues is because without a warrant, without probable cause that a crime has been committed or is about to be committed, all right, or that baby's life is literally in the 14th Amendment of the Constitution protects parents and against undue governmental interference, and that says that I mean you have to have almost beyond facts before you can just enter into somebody's house.
No,
all right?
I understand that.
And a phone call on the phone doesn't ground somebody to bust in somebody's door and demand to see their child. All right, that's bullying. That's bullying tactics. You scared the hell out of that girl.
Which I understand.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, think about that. She just had a baby, and then y'all are just talking about right after, literally the day after the baby's popped out. We were still at the hospital. We hadn't even came home yet.
When all of this
when you all called, Miss Malcolm called the first time, we were still in the hospital. And I was like, that's awful funny. So we're sleeping out of a car with a baby, and the baby just entered the world.
Yeah.
So, but with what you're saying, as far as what you're saying on my end, yes. On her end, she's got a lot more leeway when it comes to a small infant child.
Even with a small infant child, I've looked the laws up. I got them all screenshotted on my phone and everything. Even with an infant child, there still has to be proof of imminent threat and danger to that child's life.
Do you have all the case law that is associated with
yes,
that
I do.
statute?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
And it's not a statute. That's actual constitutional law. All statutes are derived from constitutional law.
Correct.
Also, you said you had some stuff to show me about Miss Walker. Can you provide that information to me? Because making a false report is a felony.
Yes, ma'am. I can. Hey, sweetheart, unlock the door for me real quick. And you can bring the baby outside. Just so this woman can see that the baby's nice and healthy.
And that was our main thing because the baby was so young and we haven't laid eyes on.
You can bring him to the door so that way they can see that the baby's nice and healthy. All right.
Takes a while for
I'm
you
gonna
guys to
show her
think
the
about it.
messages. I'm gonna show her the messages on Facebook about fucking Bridget and them talking about starting shit. And they're gonna have her ex-husband Kyle and them help and blah blah blah. All right. What's really crazy is the false allegations that Kyle, her ex-husband, made with her daughter.
Okay.
With her daughter.
Okay. Wait, hold on a second.
They never.
Is that,
Oh yeah.
is that with the situation with Grandpa molesting her? Is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So he files
none
a.
of that is true.
No,
Or knowledge.
we're the ones who originally called the cops. In that car right there, right on the middle console, is the officer's card standing out in front of Falkenberg Road Jail. I stood there myself, ma'am. 3 weeks prior to that, her dad ever making a phone call to CPS or anybody right here in Hillsborough County, I stood right in front of Falkenberg Road Jail and I cussed every cop walking out of it because nobody wanted to hear us about that little girl being touched.
So
And
you
then-
guys are the ones that initially
And then he gets the baby after about 3 weeks. He's like, "Oh well, let me help y'all. I'll take the baby and I'll see about getting something done." He goes to Polk County and he makes the report over there and acts like he's the first one that's ever done it.
What's about a baby being touched?
That's
Her
Whole nother
yeah
thing? Okay.
yeah, that's a whole nother ball game,
I
brother,
don't
man.
know about
Yeah,
that.
that thing's right now in the process too.
Okay.
See, little man,
And it's Caden, right?
it's Hayden.
Oh, it's
Hayden,
Oh.
See, they can't even
Hayden.
get the baby's name right.
No, it's Hayden.
Okay, got it.
It's Hayden Oliver.
Oh damn, I didn't see that minivan right there.
Dude, look, man. The guy that owns it lives right there in that house, but the bums go over there and they busted out all the windows and shit like that, man. Really cruel, man. Can't believe it.
And while Mom's here, just to let you both know, just because you get a report with child abuse doesn't mean that we're gonna come out here and take your kid.
I know. I was looking up the laws. That's what I was saying. I was telling her. I was like, let's record, and I'm gonna show you the stuff that Bridget said on Facebook,
Well,
so that way you understand.
Like I was trying to convey to you, all this is a welfare check.